Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Mocha for Your Morning Show. Today we have a very special guest, so stay tuned. Good morning, you guys. So it's been a little while. We had like Thanksgiving, and it's just been so crazy. But today we are starting off strong, and we have someone super cool that is doing really cool things and something so unique. I'm going to introduce you guys to Katie, aka Desert Sage Picnic Company, right? Yes.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, but it's a beautiful name. And okay, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how long have you been in Prescott and all the things?
So I'm Katie. I'm relatively new to Prescott. We moved here beginning of last summer. We love it so far. It's been awesome. A little bit about me. I am born and raised in Arizona. I grew up in Gilbert, lived in the Valley most of my life, and we were looking for a little bit of change. So we moved up here, and yeah, that was all of it.
And you're doing amazing. So on the screen, so you guys won't see it on Instagram, but the ones on Facebook or on the Prescott Times website, you can see her like business logo. She's doing some pretty incredible things. So I met Katie. I actually Facebook reached out to her for her to be a part of the Shop AZ market, which I did a few months ago, and she just killed it. Like, not only that, but I mean, you had just gone through loss, and literally the next day you just showed up and like set up your picnic and engaged with the whole community.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a big hit. Like, I feel like one of the highlights was your picnic. Like, everybody just had to do with it. And you're so talented. Do we have any pictures of the picnic setups? I'm like, okay, they're going to pull it up. But anyways, on my Instagram, I just took also some pictures, professional photos with Ari, with Katie setups. And they're so cute. So a lot of people think, like, for example, for me, I thought, like, getting a picnic setup was, like, a big deal. And it was so difficult. And it probably costed so much. And then I saw your menu, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. Like, you could do it for literally anything. Yeah. Like, you can have family over and and just have a beautiful setup or do a couples like date night or anything. So what do you offer in your packages, and like common questions that you've come across that people like?
Yeah, so I can do picnics for, like you said, anything from 2 people for a date night, which is kind of a fun, different thing to do. And with that, like, honestly, I could even set up in somebody's living room, and it just makes it like,
wow,
completely, like a completely magical, different thing. And I've done picnics for, birthday parties and bridal showers and baby showers, bachelorettes, up to a 40-person picnic for rehearsal
40%.
dinner. Yeah,
40% picnic.
40 people. I do a lot of like holiday parties and corporate parties and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it's really the sky's the limit. But it's really just a fun experience. It's kind of just a special thing. Like, you sit down to a picnic, and it's not your normal, like, throw some things in a grocery bag and sit on like a blanket kind of thing. So
yeah,
it's really just kind of a cool, like, experience.
This is a bougie way to do picnics. So
it's very extra.
And very extra. And Katie is very extra. She's an extra person. So you will definitely get like a huge package. So how long have you been doing picnics?
So I just had our first anniversary. We started beginning of October of last year, kind of in the middle of everything being weird.
Oh yeah.
So it actually was kind of a cool time to start, because a lot of people were still not going to restaurants, or just wait times were like 2 to 3 hours on a Tuesday. So it was kind of a cool way to have, dinner out without actually being around a ton of people. And then it's kind of just evolved into what it is today. And I think people are doing a lot of like smaller parties and smaller get-togethers and stuff still. So it's kind of changed into that.
Oh my gosh, that picture. So Katie she's so talented with putting it together. So we just did at my ranch, we did like a styled shoot, kind of collab thing. And it just turned out so beautiful. And she does them so themed and different colors, and like she really goes with what you're looking to cater to. Do you also put together like the food for the picnic?
So for the food, I love to support local businesses. So for like charcuterie boards, I use a local vendor for those, depending on where I'm doing it. So if I'm doing it down in the valley, I have a vendor down in the valley that does it. If it's up here, I have a vendor up here. So I really love to work with other small businesses and kind of lift everybody up together and kind of spread the word for other businesses in the area as well. So, but I can pretty much set all that up. That's kind of the great thing is that you don't have to lift a finger. I just come and I do it all. I set it all up and I make you look good. And I can bring beverages. The only thing we don't provide is alcohol, but that's kind of a BYOB. So
yeah, that's a hard one. They're so cute. So like it's a really good concept for businesses to be able to have that for their workers or take like honestly everything today is about Instagram. You have to have the Instagram worthy photo.
Yes.
And so this is like the perfect concept for that. And it's inexpensive. You're not going to a location. Like it's so convenient. And then if you're worried about like diseases or being around viruses, we were just talking about how like there's so many viruses going around. And even the kids, like my kids actually really enjoyed having that setup.
They were adorable.
They were loving it. Sammy was just soaking in all the forks and all the cute things. So it's like so family friendly. It's such a family friendly concept. And you can definitely even do family photos for postcards, I feel. Like I might even pick one of those for my family cards this year. They're super cute. So tell us a little bit of why you decided to start doing picnics.
So excuse me. So I have worked in different aspects of the events kind of industry for quite a while, and this just kind of became a kind of a combination of all of those things. So I'd seen a picture of somebody doing like a luxury picnic on a beach in Australia, I think. And I looked it up because I was like, oh, that is such a good like anniversary like date or whatever. And nobody was doing it in Arizona yet. And so it's just like we have like perfect weather for it most of the year. So I was looking at pictures and it kind of just inspired me to do it myself. And it's just kind of grown like crazy from there.
You're exploding for sure. Like I feel like you're nonstop busy. I can't even keep up. And you've done like a ton of things with like even local businesses too. Like I see you everywhere. Like I'll just see Desert Sage Picnic here with like other companies.
Yeah.
So you're like doing so great. I absolutely love it. How far out do you travel to?
So I travel all over Arizona. I do a lot in Sedona. I do a lot in Flagstaff. I've gone down to Tucson a few times, but it's kind of a drive from here. So, I go all over Arizona.
I love that. And then what have been some like prime locations? I just saw like a list that San Martin put up there, but like prime locations that you would really recommend.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, like one of my favorite things about doing this is even like being born and raised in Arizona. The past year of doing these picnics outside and everything has just really given me like a new appreciation for like how gorgeous Arizona is and the natural beauty. So I can set up anywhere people like. I can set up in backyards. I can, like I said, somebody's living room. I do a lot of like Airbnbs, but my most popular are definitely like public parks and places like Watson Lake, Willow Lake. I've set up a few times in the courthouse square. So those are kind of like ideas of if people kind of need an idea of where to set up. But some of my favorite, Sedona's always gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
And it's really not that far from here too. So it's kind of nice. Sometimes people want to just like take a little day trip and do something out there, which, like you said, it's Instagram like worthy. It's just perfect for photos.
Everything. You travel anywhere
Yeah,
for the gram.
yeah. So a lot of elopements and stuff in Sedona as well because people want the pictures. But yeah, I mean, anywhere that there's a gorgeous view, honestly.
And Valentine's Day is coming up.
It is.
Do you have anything special for Valentine's Day?
It's coming.
Oh, okay.
Everything is
I don't
in
wanna
the works.
spoil.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we had about, last Valentine's Day was very busy for us. We had about 10 picnics a day for that
Oh
whole
my gosh.
weekend. So it was a little crazy. But this year I'm going to have it set up probably at some like local businesses. We're going to have kind of packages and stuff going on. So
That
it's
is
exciting.
so
It's coming up. So
cute.
we'll
Are
start
you-
booking for that pretty soon.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Are you collabing with like a business that you can
I
give
am, but I can't say
You
anything
can't say.
yet.
Okay, so no spoilers.
No
So
spoilers.
how do people get in touch with you? Like, how do they see like sneak peeks or like events that you're throwing? Do you ever do like little like kind of like photographers do mini sessions? Do you do like, hey, we're gonna be here and you can come and like see or
Yeah, so all of that stuff is usually going to be posted on my Instagram. The Instagram is definitely the most active spot for seeing kind of what's coming up. Right now, we have an Instagram gift certificate exclusive deal. So Christmas presents, we got a little head
Yes.
start on that. So yeah, Instagram, people can always message me through there or Facebook as well, or like my website that's up on there. So there's a couple different packages you can choose from, and all the information's on there. And then you can also fill out kind of a form to like what you're looking for, and I can message people back.
That is so cool, especially with wedding season too,
Yes.
coming up. Like proposals too. If you're
Yes.
planning on proposing,
Yes.
if you're a guy and you're here, save our information.
Yes, because I'll do all the hard part for you. Well,
Yes.
maybe not the hard part, because the hard part is actually proposing.
And getting the yes.
I will make you look really good, I promise.
And even if the bride says no, you'll still have a really nice setup. I'm just kidding, you guys.
I love proposals. I've gotten
Yeah.
to be part of quite a few, and that's always so special. And then I'm like hiding behind a tree crying at a complete stranger's proposal.
So emotional. Oh my
But,
gosh.
yeah, I could also hide behind a tree with a camera too. So.
Oh yeah, so you have a photographer
There you
also.
go.
So you save money on the photographer. You have the picnic and photographer included.
Yeah.
It's like a full package deal. This is her work.
Yes. That was
No.
a fun one because I got to do that right before Halloween.
Oh my
so
gosh, that's so gorgeous.
I do a lot of the natural
So
boho
for
stuff.
Instagram, I'll tag Katie's information in here so that you guys have access to everything that she's doing and all the updates and all of the promos. Like, just so many things you could do like with that. For people staying at my property, I'm also gonna like add her pictures as like collaborator for our Airbnb, and like that way they go directly to booked with her because it's so special and like yeah, it's so great. I love what you're doing and I'm so happy. Prescott definitely needed someone like you in town, so this is really, really special. And well, what we're gonna do is in my Instagram I'm gonna tag Katie's information, and on Facebook you guys are gonna see everything as usual in the caption. And yeah, so I highly recommend contacting her for anything, for pictures. There's so much you guys can do, and I am seriously so happy you came on the show today. And I'm so grateful to you guys, as usual, for watching. And everybody on Instagram, remember this is sponsored by the Prescott Times and Prescott Executive Offices, and we're so grateful for your support.